I am here with Yankees left fielder Justin Christian. How does that sound, Justin?
Sounds pretty good. Not used to hearing that, and yeah, it's a great feeling, I'll tell you.
You're in the lineup again tonight after your debut last night. Tell me the truth. A few nerves before that game last night?
You know what, as much as I don't want to admit it, there were some nerves and, you know, a little anxiety, a little pressure here and there, but, you know, after the first inning or so, I kind of calmed down a little bit and started feeling my normal self again.
Since you brought up the early part of that game, that little bobble we saw in left field, the scorer called it an error. We're going to call it a bobble. Was that nervous energy?
You know what? Maybe a little bit, but for the most part, it obviously was a play that should have been made. The way it was spinning as it came down, I just kind of misjudged it. Took a funny hop, and you know, everybody else saw the play. So it's just something that happened. I got the first one out of the way. Not something I wanted to start with, but it happened and move on.
Well, things improved from there because you also got not only your first hit out of the way, but your second as well as a couple RBIs at the plate. Did that seem natural? You've been hitting so well at AAA, over 300. Did it seem pretty natural at the plate?
Yeah, you know, a little nerves once again, but, you know, nothing like it was on defense. For the most part, I have been feeling pretty good at the plate, and it's just one of those things where, you know, you imagine that moment, you know, your whole life, and you wonder how it would feel, and it was weird. It kind of felt natural. It felt good, and wasn't too nervous, and it was just something that, you know, I was able to, you know, get my first hit out of the way. It felt good, and I couldn't complain. I was very pleased.
Now, I know the Yankees got that ball for you because they're so good at doing that, Gene Monahan and Steve Donahue. Have you gotten it yet?
You know, I've yet to see it. You know, we lost last night, so it was one of those things where I don't think it was a top priority for them to worry about it, and it wasn't a top priority for me, too. I hate losing, whether I'm here or AAA or anywhere, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see it at some point, you know, so we'll see.
Now, the Yankees signed you in 2004, and I want to make sure I get this right because you were playing for the River City Rascals of the Frontier League at the time. In 30 words or less, what can you tell us about playing for the Rascals?
Wow, it was a grind, I'll tell you. You know, I remember having a trailer over there, literally a trailer with no air conditioning. And some of my teammates back then know what I'm talking about. But it was tough. You know, it was one of those things where you didn't have the amenities you have here or in the affiliated team. But it was just something that, you know, if you know, I went through, and I appreciate the things that I have now just because of that.
To be 28 years old and get your call up from the Yanks, what was that moment like, that phone call?
It was good. It was after one of our games the other night. I didn't play in it. I was wondering why I wasn't playing, and you know, to be rewarded for not playing, to come up here was a great feeling. Our hitting coach, Butch Weiniger, came up and snuck in before my manager, Dave Miley, got a chance to tell me. So it was a great experience. Pat Rossler, our coordinator, was there, and you know, they all told me, they all gave me hugs. It was just a happy moment for me.
Now, for a guy who, you went to 3 different colleges, like I said, since in 04, the Yankees signed you from Frontier League. Do you put in perspective the fact that you've toiled for years to get to this stage?
Yeah, it's just been a hard road, you know, through each level that I've been through, going to college, junior college in California, you know, going to a D1 at Auburn University, playing there, getting hurt, and then having to redirect myself and go to a different university, Southeast Missouri State, you know, to get to where I am now, and then having to go to independent ball and come through with affiliated ball. You know, it's just been a tough road bouncing, you know, from place to place, but, you know, the game stays the same. It doesn't change, and my mindset doesn't change. You know, every time I step out there, I just want to give it everything I've got and kind of play as if it's my last game I'm ever going to play. So.
Now, it helps that you're a righty. The Yankees wanted one of those with all the lefties they're going to see this week, but your speed is also one of your best assets. We've not seen that quite yet. When you are on the base paths, what can we expect?
You know, hopefully you're going to be able to see someone who runs the bases well, who's going to get you that extra stolen base to get in scoring position when they need it. You know, someone who's going to, you know, hustle around the bases and score runs, you know. I definitely think that I can definitely help this ball club out, just getting on base and creating opportunities and allowing the guys behind me to, you know, or ahead of me to hit. But, yeah, you're going to see someone who's going to give it everything they got.
That's what Yankees fans want to hear. Justin, thank you so much, and good luck.
You're welcome. Very welcome.